Alaska is facing a food crisis, and Donald Trump's tariff threats just made it infinitely worse. While the president boasts about his trade wars, Alaskans are discovering the harsh reality of what happens when political posturing meets the messy business of actually feeding people. Welcome back to Canadian Note. We have trillions of dollars coming into our country. If we didn't have tariffs, we would be a very poor nation, and we would be taken advantage of by every other nation in the world, friend and foe. We're not going to let that happen, and we have a very, very big case in the Supreme Court. Our country has a chance to be unbelievably rich again, but it can also be unbelievably poor again. If we don't win that case, our country is going to suffer so greatly. We're talking about a state where grocers already struggle to keep bananas on the shelves, where one delayed cargo ship can send ripples through the entire food supply chain, and where residents pay some of the highest food prices in America. Now, thanks to Trump's reckless tariff threats against Canada, that fragile system is under attack, and the results could be devastating. To understand how we got here, we need to look at Alaska's unique geography and the extraordinary challenges of feeding 730,000 people scattered across a landmass twice the size of Texas. Alaska imports roughly 95% of its purchased food, creating what experts call one of the most vulnerable food supply chains in America. Unlike the lower 48, where private companies can rely on established road networks to move goods, Alaska's food system depends on a complex web of public infrastructure spanning ocean, land, and air. The numbers tell the story. Alaska's food arrives by container ship from places like Seattle and Tacoma, travels thousands of miles by truck along the Alaska Highway through Canada, or gets flown in at enormous expense. Fresh produce that might cost $2 in Seattle can cost $8 in Anchorage and $15 in rural communities. This isn't price gouging, it's the brutal mathematics of distance, weather, and logistics. For decades, this system worked because of one crucial factor: predictable relationships with Canada. The Alaska Highway, built during World War II as a military necessity, became the lifeline connecting Alaska to the continental United States. Roughly 10,000 commercial trucks travel this route annually, carrying everything from fresh produce to construction materials. It's not the largest volume of goods, most arrive by sea, but it's the fastest way to get time-sensitive items to Alaska. The relationship that once served as Alaska's greatest strength has now become its vulnerability with the US president. Okay, well, let's go to results. Right now, we have the best trade deal of any country in the world. Okay, those are results. We think it can be better, and we're working to make it better. But to be absolutely clear, 85% of our trade with the United States is tariff-free. Nobody else is in that position. Our average tariff is about 5.5%. That's the lowest average tariff of any country in the world. So right now, we have the best, but we have real issues without question. We have real issues in steel, in aluminum, in forest products, in autos, potentially in pharma, copper, and some other sectors. Canada and the United States have enjoyed what trade experts describe as one of the world's most successful economic partnerships, with 85% of bilateral trade flowing tariff-free and the lowest average tariff rates globally. This wasn't just about economics, it was about trust between neighbors who shared the world's longest undefended border. Then came Trump's tariff threats, and everything changed. In February and March 2025, as Trump repeatedly threatened 25% tariffs on Canadian goods, provincial leaders across Canada began retaliating. British Columbia Premier David announced legislation that would allow his province to impose tolls on American commercial trucks traveling through BC to Alaska. The message was clear. If Trump wanted to weaponize trade, Canada could play that game too. This was today's important update. We want to make it clear that our videos never include any misinformation. Our only goal is to deliver accurate, verified, and timely news updates from Canada. If you found this video useful, please like, share your feedback in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Canadian Note channel for more updates. Thank you for staying informed with us.